Good evening, Jules here from Joolsedesigns and JT Creations. So I've no journals to do at the moment, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some creating a masterboard. So I've just ripped up some papers left from journals, and I've clear gessoed this paper. It's just packing paper that you get usually with an Amazon parcel. It's quite robust, and the clear gesso's just made it a little bit better. So I've got book print paper, starting at the corners, and I'm just using a glue stick. And it doesn't matter if the print's upside down or not. Right. To the background. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some stenciling with paste, and because I'm not sure what journals this is going on, I'm going to try this stencil. So this is just fix and grout, what you use for your tiles in your bathroom or wherever, and all I do is I just mix a bit of PVA glue just to give it that little bit of flexibility. I mean, I couldn't use it on tiles anymore. Right, I've got a little bit of, that's the only thing. Shove that there. Okay, that's me back. So it's dry enough now. You can see because I've put the PVA glue in, for some reason it's made it a little bit transparent, or it could be because the stencil wasn't that thick, so I didn't get a thick enough layer. And but you can see where it's gone transparent, round which I quite like the effect. I think it's quite cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some inks. Forest Moss, Vintage Photo, Hickory Smoke, Ground Espresso, that's probably a bit too dark, Speckled Egg, Frayed Burlap, Aged Mahogany, I think is too dark. That's just one that I've made up. And Spiced Marmalade. So I think what we'll go for is the Frayed Burlap, Spiced Marmalade, and Vintage Photo is a bit ready, but that maybe would be a, it's got like a pinky, I've not even used this. Vintage Photo, we'll try it. So I've just got it in a little bit like that. I'm going to wet along the sides, put a bit of water in the Vintage Photo, and I'm just putting it on the edges here. And as you can see, it starts to run down. That's better. And we'll try a bit of, or should we try some of this one? Put a bit of spray. And let it drip down. Put a bit more of that on. We'll spray here. I'm going to put some along here. Just put a bit more, and just dab it on here. And then we'll turn it round, and I'll work from this side. I'm making a right mess here. See, when it comes to mixed media and stuff, you never have enough room. And right, so I think we'll try, let me wipe that off. In fact, I've got any little bits will do. This is the one I've been mopping up on. Get another tissue. I like the way the oxides react to water. Alright, so we'll put some a bit of water in there. Let that dry. And we'll try a bit of the hickory smoke because it's an oxide as well, so we'll see, but I'm going to spray it straight on there. That one out already. And well, I think what we'll try and do is we'll mix some of that and frayed burlap. Oh, I've just sprayed it on there. On the spiced marmalade. So it's, because frayed burlap sometimes comes out a bit green. Right, so the grey has kind of washed into itself. Although it will dry, it will give quite a good effect. So it didn't do as much as what I thought it would. So what we'll do is we'll just give a little bit of the I just like the way it runs through the stencils. That belongs to that one. That belongs to that one. Belongs to... Oh, I don't know which one that belongs to, unless it belongs to this one. Aha. So I think what we'll do is we'll let this dry and I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I thought I was recording, but something happened, so I dried it. I put some vellum on it and I put some mulberry paper that I'd printed. And it's just drying. These need to dry. And then I'm going to cut it up into, I think, A4 sections. So that's that, and there'll be a little tiny bit left. So that'll do something. But the A4s, I'm going to actually make journal cards out of them. So there you are. It's just made out of a bit of packing paper, grout, and bits and pieces of old digital papers, scrapbook papers, anything that you've got that you're not quite sure what to do with, bits of old book papers. Doesn't even have to be old books. It can be, you know, books that you pick up at I go to the second-hand shops, the thrift shops, and pick them up for a couple of £. If I like the font in them, whether they're new or old, I'll still get them, because I got a couple of the, is it Diary of a Wimpy Kid, because it looks as if it's written in school kids' handwriting, and I thought that would be quite good for some masterboards. So I will come back with photographs at the end of the video. Bye.